it moving. We need to shave off a few minutes of the first act, 2 minutes of the second act.
Check.
Oh. These days in the streets of Prague, you can see a gentle, unassuming man. He's not even himself aware of his importance for the world history. And if you ask him for his name, he will say simply,
I'm Švejk.
Not everybody together, please. Okay, we have a beautiful puppet. We need to fix some of the strings. And so we need someone with excellent acting skills, puppetry skills, and unlike some actors, someone who doesn't have a big ego.
No, I have a way better
Wait, so that could be me, right?
You said I don't understand. I really can't portray, ladies and gentlemen. Pay no attention to these people. They've escaped from the insane asylum. They were fumigated. They
We'll
have to
have
leave the doors
auditions, okay, formal.
No auditions. I've got arthritis. I got to show my feet, ladies and gentlemen.
That's absolutely disgusting.
That decided being cold again, aren't you? Well, it serves them right, ladies and gentlemen. Just what I need. Another dead soldier.
So, Mr. Švejk, they killed our Ferdinand.
Oh, which Ferdinand? I know two Ferdinands. One used to work at Old Prussia's pharmacy and accidentally drank a whole bottle of deluxe Emperor pear pomade. And the other one, Ferdinand Kokoschka, he used to collect dog turds. Neither one is a great loss.
No, my lord, it's the Archduke from Konopiska Castle, with that pious one.
Oh, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, that's a good one. And where did it happen to him?
Well, they knocked him off in Sarajevo, believe it or not. He went there with his Archduchess in an automobile.
There, you see how an automobile outing can be dangerous? And in Sarajevo to boot. I bet the Turks had something to do with it, Mrs. Mueller. We should have never taken Bosnia and Herzegovina away from the Turks. Did our Archduke suffer long?
Oh, no, he was a goner in minutes. No joking with revolver.
Well, some revolvers won't go off. No way, no how. They must have gotten a good one for the job. And I bet whoever did it dressed well for it, too. You can't go knocking off an Archduke dressed in shabby rags. It's serious business. You gotta wear your Sunday best. It's not like a poacher knocking off a game ward. I'd say if you want to get close to him, wear a top hat.
Now, they say there were more of them.
Well, of course, Mrs. Mueller. More heads are better than one. Teamwork, Mrs. Mueller.
The paper said His Highness was like a sieve. The man emptied his gun into his belly. Pop, 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 pop. Pop!
Of course. Archduke's got those great big bellies. They must have used a Browning for it. It looks like a toy, but you can take out 20 Archdukes with it in no time, thin or fat. There you are, boy. I know he's ugly, Mrs. Mueller, but he's loyal. All right, now run along there. All right, Mrs. Mueller.
Kde se pivo vaří, tam se dobře daří. Kde se pivo pije, tam se dobře žije. Když mládek, tam je mládek, tam je taky pivovárek. Kde se...
Great summer we're having, huh? Right. Real shitty. It's a real mess in Sarajevo, huh?
You mean that bar over on the east side? They're always coming to blows over there.
No! Sarajevo, the one in Bosnia, they shot the Archduke Ferdinand there?
I stay away from that kind of stuff. I got a business to run, beer to pour. No shitty politics for me.
Say, didn't you used to have a portrait of His Imperial Majesty up on the wall here?
Sure thing, but the flies were sitting all over it, so I put it in the attic for safekeeping. Safe in the attic. Yo, you know how it is. Someone to make a wisecrack and get you in trouble, so I did that.
Evening, gentlemen. Evening, gentlemen.
Sure.
We'll have a barrel of fun. It'll be a black beer for me today. You know, for the morning.
Sure.
They're all morning in Vienna, you know.
Oh?
You won't believe me, gentlemen, but I knew something was bound to happen down in Sarajevo.
You knew?
Oh, yes. And the Turks had something to do with it. You like them Turks, Palovitz? Those pagan dogs.
A guest is a guest. If someone orders a beer, I'm gonna pour it, let him blab to his heart's content. No politics for me. Whoever did in our Ferdinand, whether it was Serbian or Turk, Muslim or Christian, Czech or anarchist. Oh. Christian? None of my business.
Well, don't you think it was a great loss, though?
Oh, it was a tremendous loss. You can't replace any plump archduke with any run-of-the-mill archhole. And what about the orphans? Oh, and the grieving widow? What would you do in her shoes? Marry another arch-plump duke and go for a ride down in Sarajevo and have the Turks knock him off again?
Gentlemen, why don't you drop it? Someone will misunderstand what you say and get you in trouble.
Well, we're not drunk yet. We're not making any treasonous remarks against His Imperial Majesty.
What sort of treasonous remarks would you mean?
Oh, all kinds.
Like you might say...
Well, you just go out and you get smashed and you listen to the national anthem and you'd be amazed what you might come up with.
like you would say?
Well, I tell you what, we're gonna get those Turks yet. Now I'm ready to take on any enemy for our Imperial Majesty. I'll take on those Turks, I'll take on those Italians, those Ruskies, you name them.
Say, why don't you and I step outside for a little chat? Yes.
I see. Palovitz, I'll have a shot of Slivovitz for the road. Looks like I'm getting arrested. Hey, be gentle with me there, I had beer.
Say, barkeep, are you married?
Oh, 38 years.
Excellent. And can your wife run your business in your absence?
Oh, why?
Because you're coming with us too.
What for?
Relax, I'm going in for high treason.
Oh, but I was so careful to stay away from that politics shit.
Didn't you say something about the flies shitting on His Imperial Majesty? We'll get those flies out of your head yet. under the innocent. You have to understand. I didn't do it. See, I know my luck here. I'm not like these other people. Please. Please.
Yeah, well, you're all gonna pay for Ferdinand yet.
I just run a little stationery shop.
And you're gonna pay for that.
I'm a philosophy professor. I just went out for a short while. I was having a conversation about the ethics of
And your check is due now.
All I did was I won a hand of cards and then put handcuffs on me. I'm innocent.
Yeah, then you start screaming 7 spades kill the king like in Sarajevo. Explain that to a judge.
I was so careful to stay away from politics. I told those 2 provocateurs to screw off.
I just took 2 students out for a hot dog and some beer. How was I supposed to know they were Serbians? Huh?
So was JC, and they still crucified him.
Jesus Christ! I mean, no Christ!
Well, relax, gentlemen. The worst we're gonna get is 10 years hard labor. Now, what'd you do over there?
Oh, you just stay away from me. All of them. All I did was I knocked off a guy who turned out to only have 12 Kreuzer on. I cracked the skull of it, but I mean, he lived. I never meant to get mixed up with a bunch of hardened criminals like you. I'm innocent. I'm innocent, please.
Well, you all picked a bad time to be innocent, you treasonous swine. You're gonna pay for Ferdinand in triplicate.
Well, on that note, I'll take a little nappy nap.
Oh, now I got this guy on my crotch.
Shvejk to interrogation.
What can I do for you, my lord?
Shut up and wipe that idiotic look off your face before I do it for you.
I humbly report I cannot do that, sir. I was diagnosed as feeble-minded in the army.
And shut up and talk, but only when I ask you questions. Understand?
Oh, yes, your every word.
So who are you associating with?
My cleaning lady.
I mean, what are your political associations?
Oh, I read national politics daily, mostly for the Lost Dog listing.
Ouch!
You wouldn't happen to have today's paper now, would you?
Ouch!
Sweet dreams, my lord. Gentlemen, such an interrogation was a breeze. Sure, they yell at you, which they should, and then they toss you out. It's a schlep up 3 floors, a schlep down 4, but it's nothing like the olden times. Back then, they used to make you drink molten lead, huh? And they used to make you walk over hot coals. And then they quartered you with horses. Huh? And then they extracted you on a rack. These days, we've got all the luxuries. We've got bread, we've got water, we've got watery soup. We've even got cots to sleep on. Now that's what I call progress. And on that note, gentlemen, it is time to finally hit the hay.
Shvejk to the courthouse.
That's me. Yeah, not my hat.
Hey, that's my hat! I'm Shvejk.
Oh, it's like Gollum with the ring, finally. Give that to me. Thank you very much. Feels amazing. Audience, I would like to apologize on behalf of my more nasally sounding actor friend. The show will be getting much better from here on. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon. Have a seat.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's my idea.
Very comfortable, I will say indeed.
Mr. Shvejk, is it?
I believe it is me, so it must be me, sir.
You got yourself in quite a jam.
Yes, sir. Sure thing, sir.
And you signed a confession?
Yes, sir. I signed a full confession, sir.
Did the police pressure you in any way to sign?
No, not at all, Your Highness. Highness. The police asked me to sign, and so I signed. The police are here to protect us, sir. Sworn to uphold the law. Why would I haggle with them over a simple signature?
I see, that's serious. Do you feel quite healthy?
Well, not quite. I have something called rheumatic knees. It means I have a little bit of trouble getting them up. My knees, that is, sir. But Happy Cow Utter Bomb always seems to do the trick. But I'd be curious what your take is on it, sir, with your advanced age. Do you ever have any trouble getting it up? Your knees, that is, sir. Of course.
Do you suffer fits? Have you fallen down recently?
Well, I did fall down one time when I was hit over by an automobile, but that was several years ago now, sir.
I see. What if we got you examined by a doctor?
Well, if a police doctor already checked me for VD, sir.
And?
None.
Why don't you rest in a quiet cell, cozy, and we'll call a doctor's commission to check you out.
Well, that sounds very kind of you, sir, but a full medical commission already found that I was a complete and utter imbecile, sir.
Aren't we all? Oh. Gentlemen, come in.
It's about time. Oh, my God. It's a gigantic case.
I think we are done here. Poor man!
Not I, him.
Is this gentleman bothering you, sir?
Good afternoon, sir.
Long live His Majesty, Emperor Franz Joseph I.
That was a clear case, huh? Yes. Absolute dementia.
I think we are done here. Poor man!
Yes, and I have a question. Tell me, young man, is a pound of duck feather down equal in weight to a pound of goose fat? Huh?
Well, it would depend on the day of the week, gentlemen.
Now, do you believe that the end of the world is near?
Well, I would have to see it to believe it, gentlemen. But I will say that the beer is getting thinner. Yes, we may not have many good days left, gentlemen.
Tell me, can you calculate the circumference of the Earth?
Well, that I can not. That one I cannot, gentlemen. But I have a question for you. There is a house with 3 stories and 2 tenants per each story, and 2 windows per each tenant, and 3 dorm windows and 2 chimneys on the roof. Now, can you tell me, gentlemen, when did the super's grandmother die?
Conference.
Yes.
Go away. Yes.
It's the chimneys that is in the door.
It's in it on each floor. One last simple question for you. Can you tell us what is 12,863 multiplied by 13,860? 4.
Well, you carried the 4 and carried the 12 and one last easy answer for you, gentlemen. 720. 9 or 7. Yeah, roughly there.
Out. You may be feeble-minded, but you're not feeble-minded enough for our nut house. No, I mean our psychomaniacal. No, I mean our psychiatric institute. Our moralism is suitable only for the police department. Guards!
Guards!
Guards! Come in, all right. Here we go.
Slow down there. Oh, excellent. Hand on each hand. I love a good hand. On each hand. You haven't had any guards.
My people, son, it was my dearest wish to devote the remaining years that God grant me to work of peace
And to protect my people from the heavy burdens and sacrifices of war.
Have forced me after long years of peace to take up arms to protect the honor of my monarchy and to safeguard its reputation and its authority.
The kingdom of Serbia, blah, 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 is on the path of open hostility towards the Austro-Hungarian Empire.
I knew it! It is our sacred duty to go to war. We will defeat those ingracious Serbians and be home from the war within 2 weeks.
Shut up! But it's time to
Not on your life. I am not risking my life for such an imbecile moron. Get him out of here. Out, take him out.
But sir, I was kicked out of the nut house before lunch. I deserve to be arrested and properly fed, sir.
What do you mean by provoking a riot with such incendiary language? We're gonna win the war. Such drivel.
But sir, I was so moved by His Majesty's words. Nobody cheered, nobody offered to sacrifice themselves for the sacred cause. Wouldn't you do the same, sir?
Absolutely not. Yeah, maybe, perhaps.
You have a uniform, sir, and a very dashing one, if I may add. Perhaps we could go out there together and rustle up some patriotic fervor.
Yeah, perhaps, but not tonight. Tell you what, tonight you are going to return quietly to your home. You're not going to say another word about the emperor or the war. And if I hear about you provoking a riot with such nonsense, you'll be promptly court-martialed. You understand?
Absolutely, sir. Thank you for all of your valuable help.
Okay.
And let me just add that if you ever need a dog, I can get you any pedigree you fancy within 24 hours.
Out!
It's a certified pedigree, a genuine, and almost, and
Out!
absolutely, Your Highness.
He may be feeble-minded, but even a total moron cannot believe we'll win this war.
Follow him.
How are you doing there, sir? You know, I can get you a good dog. A good, you know what you remind me of? A terrier. A terrier type. I can get you a good terrier for a good
Oh,
No, come on, you. Shoot that.
I'm back. My arthritis.
Well, Mr. Švejk, you were right about the war. Started right on the dot.
And I suffered for the truth, like yon hoops burning at the stake,
Yeah, but
like Galileo.
You said we'd win this war. And those Serbs and Italians and Ruskies, why, they're just beating on our boys everywhere.
We'll show them yet. We've got our great majesty. Well, they got diddly squat.
Oh, diddly squat, diddly squat, hey, diddly squat, I almost forgot. You received an official letter from his diddly squat, Your Majesty.
Oh, finally, Mrs. Mueller! Where are my glasses? Did somebody see my glasses? Would you read it to me, Mrs. Mueller?
Glasses. Maybe not, thank you. Oh, wait, glasses. Here we go. Yes, you are requested to appear at the Military Induction Center for a physical examination at 7 a.m. sharp next Friday, September.
Oh, the next Friday? That's tomorrow!
September 13th, that was 5 days ago. Oh, Mr. Švejk, what with you laid up and I...
Well, better late than never, Mrs. Mueller. This is it, push his old grandpa around in, and you are gonna wheel me to the induction office.
Oh, heaven help us, Mr. Švejk. Are you feverish? Should I get a doctor?
My dear Mrs. Mueller, our empire's in trouble, and every cripple must go to the front line and serve as cannon fodder. Now, if you get me that wheelchair and find me a pair of crutches, I'll be ready to win this war for our empire. And just finish brewing that chicory coffee so we can go. General Reuben Dishcrats and his brave soldiers, all his brave soldiers, all his brave soldiers. Early on the sunrise, he took the field of battle, took the field of battle. Hop, hop, hop. And don't forget those crutches now. And get me a military cap. Took the field of battle and swore for our victory, swore for our victory, swore for our victory. Help us, Lord merciful, help us, Virgin Mary, help us, Virgin Mary. Hop, hop, hop.
Oh, Holy Virgin Mary, forgive us our sins.
A Belgrade!
In that famous battle, blood streamed in the rivers, streamed in the rivers, streamed in the rivers. Wading in those rivers, blood splattered and gory, splattered and gory. Hop, hop, hop.
To Belgrade!
Oh, for the love of Jesus, please, Mr. Švejk.
Did you remember to get that military cap?
Help! Does anybody have an old Never
Cap!
Wading in those rivers, blood piled in the trenches, piled in the trenches, piled in the trenches. Bugs intended sky high, finally chopped up corpses, finally chopped up corpses. Hop, hop, hop.
To Belgrade!
For the love of Jesus, Mr. Spade!
Victory is ours!
Oh, dear.
General Linnihan and his brave soldiers, all his brave soldiers, all his brave soldiers. Early from the sunrise, they took the field of battle, took the field of battle. Hop, 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 hop. Oh, General Linnihan and his brave soldiers.
What is it, Sergius?
To Belgrade! To Belgrade!
Sorry, Doctor, I didn't mean it. Already did.
Victory is ours!
What is this?
Officially diagnosed as feeble-minded, unfit for military service.
I see. And what else may be ailing you?
Humbly report, sir. I am completely crippled by severe rheumatism. But I want to go to the battlefield and give my last breath for my emperor.
All the Chiquisha people are dimwits. A band of shirkers. Lock him up. Cold sheet body wrap, a lukewarm water for your meals. Enema twice a day.
Doctor, there is a Baroness von Bolzenheim here to see her hero Švejk.
Enema 3 times a day.
Or the Baroness von Bolzenheim.
There is that Czechoslovak hero that mountains the proper tongue, lad.
And you to get pizza. I'm sorry, we do not have those here.
My late husband, General von Bolzenheim, he always say,
We always say the Chiquisha peoples are dim down.
young best soldiers. Do not swear in the presence of a lady.
I'm so sorry, but he wouldn't be here. Let me show you another insane person.
His name is Herr Švejk, crippled hero who wants to join the front line.
I've never heard of him. Orderly, have you heard of this Švejk?
I don't know, Herr Švejk. He's not here right now.
Emperor Franz Joseph I.
No, he is not here. He's not in his right mind. He is right here.
Oh, he is so cute. Oh, my hero, I brought you some food to answer. Ooh, Yes, and we'll make ready to lay down your lives on the altar of the fatherland.
And we will.
Thank you, brave soldiers. Thank you, doctor, for taking such good care of these heroes. There's a poem I compose. Chose for you. No. Austria, the noble house, thy colours proud unfurl. In the wind, let thy banners fly. Empire everlasting shall not die.
That was lovely.
Evil. Empire everlasting shall not die.
Thank you for your visit, your Baroness Excellency. The next treat is on me. Animals for everybody!
And the Lord with his life.
The field chaplain is here. Everybody to mass.
And the falls where he stands from out of it, Jesus. I'm fine, thank you. Fine. Let me just get this back up again. Okay, there we are. Soldiers, malingerers, shirkers, etc. You are all the same glorious. Be careful, my son, these floors are slippery. A little slippery, the devil hides in those floors. There we are. You are all the same glorious garbage, etc. The good Lord will take care of you, etc. For you are all on the thorny road of sin, the thorny road of darkness that lays in front of you. For the thorny pit of perdition lies in the darkness that you find yourself in. To the candles that your miserable, execrable bodies will boil for eternity. Yes, that's the way to go. Repent, etc. For if you don't, then I'd rather have you shot dead for being bad. Let us begin. Ready, that's it. Sing with me, my children, sing with me. My beloved, one and only, she's pursued, loved by many. My beloved, matchless beauty, spotless pure is Mother Mary.
We all love that gorgeous lassie.
Yes, that's the way to go. Everybody sing, everyone. My beloved, matchless beauty, etc. Okay, fine, thank you. That is enough. Very well. Okay, fine. Do you see this man? What is he doing? Crying. Do not cry, I say, do not cry, for you want to mend your ways, you miserable dregs of society. But that ain't so easy, you know, because for now you cry, but later you will return to your rooms and you will be the same miserable bastards you were before. I know it. I was like you once, my friend. but now I have been good. For the thorny chalice of your sins has overflown. Let it overflow into my mouth. Very nice. For now your chalice of sins is empty as you walk the thorny road of darkness. If you are not on that thorny road, then you should be shot dead for being bad. I'm present! I am out of here. Oh, son. Come towards the light. Come to your father. See the wonders of humanity. Yes, thanks. Up you go. Oh, not that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and that's my hand. I'll just move my hand. Next time, my son.
So, you wanted to talk to me, your,
Highness, Lordship, Holiness. Yes, I take them all. I have been moved to tears. I have been serving the Lord for years and have never once encountered such a touching moment. It was a miracle. And there are no miracles, my son. So go ahead, fess up. What was it, huh? Was it some sort of a joke? You know life.
well, humbly report, sir, Father, sir. As God is my witness, it's the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. I felt really sorry for you. Preaching away so holy, and all those men playing pinochle and picking their noses and farting in the back. I did it for you to give you that one miracle, and to cheer myself up. And, yeah, it was kind of a joke.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you. We have a long show ahead of us. We don't want to get carried away. You scoundrelly villain, you villainous scoundrel. What regiment do you belong to when you're not going between the nut house and the military cells, my son?
Humbly report, sir, Father, sir. I am a member of the 91st Infantry, and I have been trying to rejoin my regiment and become cannon fodder like everyone else. But they keep catching me and taking me from the police jail to the nut house and back again like a hot potato.
Like hot potato. Like a hot potato! My son, I need an orderly. The last two I had were terrible failures. One drank on my tab at the local pub, and the other drank all of my sacramental wine. And I don't mind sharing the blood the Lord doth shed for us, but I need an orderly who will save a little bit for me.
Oh, humbly report, sir, Father, sir. It's always better to go drinking with to share the booze with a commanding officer.
Well, I am a commanding officer. Now I understand that you've been going back, and you've been going forth, between the police cells, and the military encampments, and the jails, and the nut houses, but what are your crimes and misdemeanors exactly?
Humbly report, sir, Father, sir. I don't know, but I signed a full confession.
Well, maybe you do belong in a nut house, or maybe I do. But be warned, my son, if you murder anyone, or have murdered anyone, I may have to let you go. Or more importantly, if you ever drink any of my sacramental wine.
Oh, never a drop without you, sir. Etc.
When my son, may the Lord tempt you not with the temptations of temptation, or something to that accord. Uncertain! I shall see you in my quarters, my son. Just pick out this thing here. Get your arm, you soft. It's on move! On move!
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
Right here, thank you. I know you'll fix them. Here, get myself up in 3, 2, 1. Hello? Yes, I'd like to speak to the general, please. What do you mean, which? Are you deaf or something? Military prosecutor general. Thank you, yes.
Prosecutor General.
Hey, Bernie, that's a fast promotion.
Prosecutor General Filing Clerk, 4th class.
Oh, very impressive, yes. I was wondering if you could do a little search for me on a file on a private Joseph Švejk.
I had it right at my fingertips. And I sent it over to the 2nd Division, and they were supposed to send it back to me. But, you know, military operations, everything just sort of disappears without a trace.
Well, they seem to be saying the same thing about the files they send you, old chap.
Well, you know, we have to have some kind of balance. Balance. And anyway, if you really want this guy, I can send him over to you under escort. And you just have to pray that the paperwork surfaces or not.
I had to pray the next batch of shirkers pray with me then.
Guards? Where are the guards? Guards. Hey, where's the guards? Oh, where's the guards? Gentlemen, you must be thirsty. We're passing the best place for a cool one.
I don't know.
And the girls are great too, real sweet. What? Yeah, that's right. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Trying that, and he keeps crawling on back.
like that. He was thrown 18 times from my favorite pub back home. He kept crawling back, muttering something about a pipe he left there. Anyway, he would come creeping in through the door, and through the window, and across the garden, and through the kitchen, and through the basement, and he would have come down through the chimney like Santa Claus, except the fire department picked him up off the roof, yeah. He had such a thick skin and such a hard head, he should have been in politics.
And Trump, lowercase, the winner.
Congratulations, sir.
Here's the winner is Lieutenant Lukash.
Oh!
Well, it's a good thing you only have 32 kreuzer to lose, sir.
Well, about that, I'm afraid I've lost you, dear chap. I know, separated by a pitiless fate. I must find this village, no doubt, but Švejk, let me introduce you to your commanding officer, Lieutenant Lukash.
Oh,
Lieutenant, meet your new orderly, Švejk.
Why, how many report we are united by a pitiful fake, Lieutenant, sir.
No! Švejk, you were my most mediocre orderly. You did everything I asked, and now they've taken you. Just like that summer breeze took that small, totally underage child that many moons ago. Taken from my clutches, leaving me to rest in a nest of abject misery. Da, 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 da.
Well, we report we are united by a pitiful fate, Lieutenant, sir.
Achtung! Jawohl! Pitiless, aber ich bin Tschechische. Our fates are always pitiless. We just have to stick together, nicht wahr?
Yeah, stick together.
I don't know. Very close. Very familiar. It's a bit too close there. Now you come highly recommended by the field chap. What are you good at, if anything? You know, my shoes must always be freshly pressed, and my suits freshly shined.
Well, I have recently been brushing up on my altar boy routines and last rites. Any need for that, Lieutenant, sir?
Well, godliness is next to cleanliness. What I always say. The chaplain highly recommends you, Švejk. He also tells me that you're a complete moron. Well, that seems to check.
I humbly report it's, little checks, Lieutenant, sir. We checks are, certified people-minded. We have to stick together. And yes, it checks, but we've been happily together almost 3 weeks. No, Lieutenant, sir. When I was in active service, I was certified people-minded, but in these critical times, we all have to do our part for the war effort, whether we're the lowest orderly or lieutenant or chief of general staff.
Yes, well, it's very well put. Švejk. I mean, I wouldn't put it quite like that. I would say, for example, I would say shoot. Give me some space. Shoot. I would say that during these critical times, I will often have ladies over for dinner and drinks, and they will sometimes, always, stay for breakfast. But don't send it unless I call for you. Understood, Švejk?
I understand, Lieutenant, sir. I once had a lady over for coffee, and my landlady came by with hot coffee and buns,
Yes.
just as we were in the course of a very highly spirited locution. Well, my landlady got startled, and she spilled hot coffee all over my buns and didn't even say good morning. Some women would be inconvenienced if I showed up at your bedside spilling hot coffee or not, but I will refrain from spilling hot coffee on yours or the ladies' buns.
Yes, I would highly recommend that.
Younghawk with the game warden. The father said he would shoot a load of rock salt into his buns if he got him in the woods, so the teacher would lie and say he was just out there picking flowers or bugs or herbal remedies. Then one day he ran out of ideas, so he said he was out there setting up rabbit traps. So he saved his ass from poaching, but he was arrested for lying.
Yes, well, that's a very good story, Švejk. Very, very true, very interesting, very edifying, edifying hogwash. The moral of the story is no poaching in my room.
Ooh!
No. No, I mean, the moral is no lying in my rooms. Švejk, I've entertained you for these past 3 weeks. I've listened to your stories and your anecdotes, and I haven't done a thing. Now, I generally don't like to hit my subordinates. However, I would have to send you to the 1st Penal Battalion. Understood?
I report nothing but the truth, so help me, I would never.
Even if it's a bad truth, I prefer it to lie.
Oh! Speaking of bad truths, Lieutenant, your heart's canary.
Is she sick?
Oh, no, she cannot be sick.
Don't lie to me.
Ever again.
What?
Your cat ate her.
Well, her cage was hanging from the ceiling. Švejk, how could she have reached?
She just looked so lonely, so I put the cat in the cage. Well, you should have seen the canary jumping up and down for joy. Oh, well, and the cat looked like they were playing tag or doing military exercises. Ein, zwei, ein, zwei, ein, zwei.
Ein, zwei, ein. Okay. Ooh. Ha. Ooh. Oh, I will kill you.
It is nothing but the truth, so help me.
I'll kill both of you.
Well, you cannot kill the cat. She seems to have a very serious indigestion. She's not moving.
You're dead.
Well, we will have to die sometime, especially in wartime, but I could get you a nice dog.
What dog, you dog?
You're a pincher type.
Well, I hate small dogs.
Well, I didn't say you were a miniature pincher.
What I need, Švejk, is a big dog, a real rough, you know, real rough, a big dog that I could feed in order to.
You're not a Doberman type. Stable pincher.
Well, whatever you say, Švejk.
Oh, but you have to be careful, because there are some unscrupulous dog dealers out there who will sell you a toothless mongrel with one paw in the grave.
Švejk, buddy, it's very funny, but we have to keep it moving. Come on now, Švejk. Oh, goodness. Woof, woof.
Well, and his hair done.
And how would you know that?
Oh, well, it takes one to know. Well, I mean, I know all the tricks, and I will protect you.
Just go and get out of my face and find me a purebred mongrel.
Yes, sir.
Švejk, no, I mean, find me a purebred. You, mongrel. Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh! What have you brought me? Come here, buddy. Come on. Come to me. Come here. Oh, goodness! What a sweetie. Come here. Give Daddy a kiss. Give Daddy a little kiss. Come on, get the dog. Show the dog. Oh, Švejk, you have outdone yourself. I owe you 50 crowns. Well, I'm completely broke now. But on payday, you can count on it.
Yes.
a map that represents my hometown of Sillagut, population 86 and the roads they're leading to it. Do you know what a road is? Do you know what a road flanked by highways is? Do you know what a road flanked by ditches is? It is a highway. Do you know what a ditch is? A ditch is a flank made by the side of the road by the great efforts of workers with hoes. Do you know what a hoe is? Oh, Lieutenant! Lieutenant, do you know what an army is? It is a body of soldiers and officers of various rank. Do you happen to know what a military salute is? Since when are subordinate officers exempt from saluting their superiors?
I mean, yes, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that my dog Max here is a bit frisky today, and I missed you. It's all.
Your dog! Your dog, Max! Lieutenant, this is my dog! This is my dog, Spot! See, Spot, run! Good boy, Spot!
Oh.
Lieutenant, do you know what happens to a soldier who doesn't salute properly while walking around with a stolen dog? A dog stolen from a superior officer! Have you not read the German language dailies that my dog was stolen? The superior officer buys adverts and the inferior officer doesn't read them. This way I could be advertising that my dog was stolen for 100, 200, 300.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. No, sir. At a time when we are losing hundreds of officers on the battlefield, this won't happen to you on the front line again, no. Get ready to report on Budweiser on Monday. And don't think you'll be guzzling Budweiser beer while you're there. Ship out for the next penile battalion!
Penile, sir?
Don't you dare put your filthy words in my mouth!
Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to put penile in your mouth, sir.
Up, Stratton! You there. You there, soldier. Do you know what a military jail is? Do you know what a military salute is? You're coming with me to headquarters. Wait! Smart! Wait! Halt! Come back to Daddy! Come back to Daddy, darling!
Švejk! I'm not sure if I should kill you myself or leave you to the enemy. I just want to make sure that I stay alive long enough to see it happen myself.
I humbly report, you may kill me, but I would prefer to die together heroically for His Imperial Majesty.
I'll think about it.
Well,
I said I'll think about it. Don't push your luck.
You may want to let me live long enough to report about the stolen suitcase.
What stolen suitcase?
Our suitcase was stolen at the Franz Joseph train station.
You know, Švejk, sometime I'd like to know whether you were born this feeble-minded or if you only pretend. Why weren't you watching it?
Well, I did watch it like a hawk. I watched it, Lieutenant Sir, because I am well aware what kind of dubious people spend time in train stations, often with criminal intentions. Why, they're afraid to stop at nothing to advance their nefarious goals. I bet they profited from the moment I stepped away for a minute to report to you that our luggage was in ordnance.
And what was in it, Švejk?
Humbly report nothing much to us, Lieutenant Sir. Just a mirror and a coat tree from the hallway, both belonging to the landlord.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, that is just part of the train station nature, Lieutenant Sir. There's nothing can be done about it. But I bet there are piles of mirrors and coat trees in enemy territory, and we will bring many back as our war booty. I have already reported to the landlord that we will restore his property once we have finish our lightning-fast victory.
No, Švejk, I'm not so sure that you will return.
Oh, well, speaking of our landlord, sir, have you noticed this gentleman's very bald head? Our landlord is bald, but this gentleman went hands down, and look at those pink ears.
Švejk, shut your trap.
Excuse me, sir, but would you be Mr. Perkrabek of the Vanslavia? Well, a normal man has 60 to 70,000 hairs on his head, except for dark-haired men, which has been scientifically demonstrated. And I once heard from a medical student in a cafe that hair loss is caused by mental stress during the last months of pregnancy.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Major General von Schwarzberg.
Well, it is my pleasure, Herr General.
Oh, no. The displeasure is all mine. Do you have a gun, Lieutenant?
Gun. Anyone see?
Because if you were an honorable officer or a gentleman, I would recommend that you do the honorable thing on your train. Then again, neither seems to be the case. Therefore, I will write a letter to assure you of a position in the next Penal Battalion.
Yes, sir, that's already done, sir.
And don't think you'll just be guzzling.
No, sir, not just guzzling beer.
Lieutenant, you smell of dog. It's
Švejk, the time has finally come. I'm going to kill you.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir, just a moment, sir. I'm finding out some very critical information. It's a matter of life or death.
No, only death.
Yeah, you see, sir, it says here to pull on the emergency brake in case of danger. Well, but I know a guy, Hoffman, who said these brakes never work. Well, I never really thought about it before, but I think we should know in case such a danger arises. So I am consulting here with an official representative of the Imperial Railway.
Oh, no. Oh, yes. Unless there's a malfunction, these brakes always work.
Well, have you ever tried it?
Well, not personally, but I guarantee it.
Well, I think we should test it.
Well, absolutely not.
Švejk, stop it.
Yes, sir!
My train!
Oh, you proven it works!
Oh, you're gonna have to pay for this!
Oh, you were the one who pulled the emergency brake!
I heard somebody say, stop this train.
Oh,
Me? I heard it.
no, well, the seals on these brakes are really flimsy. I knew a guy once who pulled the emergency brake by accident, and he lost his voice for 2 weeks.
If you don't pay the fine, I'm gonna have to take you to the station master.
Well, I would be delighted to meet the station master. I love speaking with educated people. On the other hand, some station masters are real tyrants. I knew a station master once who was a real pest. He kept bugging and persecuting his telegraph officer until the poor man jumped in the river and drowned. Oh, but first he said he wrote a letter saying he would come back and haunt the station master, which, believe it or not, he did, until the station master hung himself on a signal post.
Švejk, just shut up.
We'll be haunted! We'll visit the station master. If this train ever gets moving again, that is.
Don't worry. Sooner or later, all trains start moving again. I do hope the station master waits for his suicide until we've had an educated heart-to-heart.
Oh, no, you get on the other side.
Švejk, let go. And you doing this? Last chance. Švejk, let's go. Let's go right now. Let's go.
Here we are, and you're.
This is not mine. Oh, do I get to be Švejk now? Is it my turn to be Švejk? I get to be Švejk.
Ladies.
You're coming with me. Come on. There we are. And you're not leaving until you pay your fine, understood?
Whatever you say, Capital Conductor.
That's right. Come along then. see the station master.
Say, sir, did you know I was certified an absolute moron?
Did you know you could shut up?
Not currently, sir.
And you're coming with me. And you're not leaving until you pay a fine. Come along. Come along. Here we are. Air Station Master, this is the young man who pulled the emergency brake.
What? Herr Station Master, I humbly report it was the conductor who pulled the emergency brake. But he did it well. It worked perfectly.
20 crowns, or I call the police.
Well, my train to Budweiser is leaving soon. You don't want to deprive me the opportunity to die heroically for His Majesty, do you?
20 crowns, or I call the police.
20 crowns. All right, soldier, you heard the man. 20 crowns, fess him up.
They are badgering a poor soldier.
What a shame.
Keep treating our poor soldiers like that, we're sure to lose the war.
Hey, that's a treasonous remark. I'll arrest whoever said that.
Oh, hey, the young man's fine. We don't want him missing his train and all the carnage. Well, there you've done it.
Now my lieutenant's gonna die in the front lines without me.
Ah, brave soldier. Here's 20 crowns for the fine. And here's another 5 for the ticket. Oh, and here's 5 to buy yourself a few beers while you wait for the train.
Well, thank you, sir.
The sooner you get to the front, wink, wink, the better. The sooner you get to the battlefield, nudge, nudge, the sooner you can contribute to making the war short.
Victory! Lightning fast!
Oh, yes, victory. Well, maybe not ours, but lightning fast. That's good.
I'll do my part, whatever it takes, sir.
The sooner you can get to the battlefield, the sooner you can be captured by the enemy. Nudge, nudge, get the drift.
Loud and clear, sir.
All right, everybody, let's see those identity papers. Fess him up.
Papers. Shh. We're all Czechs here. Slavs, just like the Russians. You know, we were here before the Empire, and we'll be here after it's bit the dust. So, if you happen to be captured out east, well, say hello to the brewmaster at my local town. He's a good friend. Don't need to name names. So long, soldier.
All right, soldier, let's see those identity papers.
How about a round for this brave policeman?
Thank you.
And how about a couple more? And how about a round for the station master? Say, Mr. Master, when's the next train to Budweiser leave?
The next train to Budweiser leaves at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
What she said.
Well, the money for the ticket's gone anyways. Hey, Mr. Master, what's the fastest way to march to Budweiser?
Well, that was a nice way.
Oh. Hey, Capital Conductor, what's the fastest way to Budweiser?
Well, it is present down that way. Yes, it is.
That's funny. Hey, polite policeman, what's the fastest way to march to my Regal Regiment?
People go both ways.
Huh. That's the problem. I can't seem to make up my mind. It's like I haven't got a brain. How did that song go? We're off to drink some Budweiser. No, that's not it. Oh, I've got it. On the road to Budweiser, going would be unwise. On the road to Budweiser, going would be unwise. But our Lord permitting, that's the road I'll be hitting. On the road to Budweiser, going would be unwise. On the road to Budweiser, going would be unwise.
Where are you going in the snowstorm, soldier boy?
Oh, to Budweiser, Granny. To rejoin my regiment, to win the war, and to drink some good beer.
Oh, how brave you are. But
But soldier boy, you're going in exactly the opposite direction.
What a nuisance! And just when I need to reach my regiment fast. I've been walking this way for hours. Didn't someone say all roads lead to Budvise?
Oh, that idiom has an obscure origin, soldier boy, in the 11th century. Yes, it's about a slightly larger town, but the beer stinks. Yes, I understand, soldier boy, I know. I have 2 grandsons out there, too. Brave deserterers. A neighbor boy like you. It took him a whole week to lose his fervor and his right leg above the knee to boot. No pun intended. Why don't we rest here? Our village is just a few minutes that way, and I have a huge pot of potato soup on the stove. I'll bring you a little to warm you up.
Well, thank you, Granny. Usually a little pot like this makes me a bit anxious, but I think I'll make an exception tonight. I hear the beer in Budvise is really good.
Yes, well, they say all roads lead to Budvise, but you'd best not go this way. The policemen there catch deserterers all the time. Do you have any papers?
Papers. None.
Then definitely this way. Not this way, and not that. Avoid the next 3 towns, and when you get to the 4th, try to get there after evening. All the policemen will be imbibing by then. When you get there, ask for E. Baker, who lives in the little lane behind the church. Now that's my brother.
Oh.
He'll be able to show you the way to Budvise.
It's just, my lieutenant must be really worried about me by now.
Here, soldier boy, deserterer. Here is some bread for you with bacon. And here is a crown. To buy yourself a sliver bits for the road.
Well, thank you, Granny. I'll drink some of that good Budweiser beer to your health.
No, not for long you won't. You know, the Americans are suing the Budweiser Brewing Company for their name. They want to slap it on some nasty concoction they're brewing over there. Oh, what is the world coming to?
Oh. Our 35th Regiment, boys like blooming flowers, marching bravely to the fight. What a pretty sight! When you marched to battlefield, tears were running down our cheeks. Our 35th Regiment, make sure you come home. Hey, what's this? Well, I'll be a haystack, just what I need. Let me just dig myself in.
Hey, where are you heading?
Well, I'll be to Budvise, sir, to rejoin my regiment.
Why would you ever?
My lieutenant must be really worried about me by now.
I bet he's worried. What regiment?
91st.
I'm from the 35th myself.
Me too.
Well, I'm from the 24th Artillery. This village is actually mine. It took us a few weeks to get back, though. This haystack, believe it or not, belongs to my father's farm.
My great-great-grandfather, he deserted the war with Napoleon.
Well, my grandfather deserted from the last Prussian war. Yeah, that's right. He ran a whole score of gauntlet of soldiers with big sticks.
Oh, he was lucky that he didn't get a rope or a bullet.
May have been better. He was crippled for life, damn war.
Yeah, it's not gonna last long. 2 months at the most. Oh. for me.
Can't last 4 years for sure.
No way.
No way, Franz Jose.
Hey, you know, we're heading over to my aunt's place after this. She knows this guy that has this big lumber mill that has a big barn that we can stay in for the 2 months, or even the 4.
Well, not that long. 2 at the most.
All right, say whatever you want to say. Look, the thing is, there's a million casualties already, or so they say. But it's really impossible. You know, you might as well just start a completely insane number like 2 or 20 million. I mean, we're humans after all. It's not like we're barbarians.
Why don't you come with us in the morning? Forget your lieutenant.
That's easier said than done. He would really miss me. Good night.
Good night.
Night, night. Oh. Hey. Well, they let me have my beauty sleep and they left me a slice of bread. Looks delicious. I feel like a different person altogether. Duty calls. Oh yeah. I mean, my regiment calls and my lieutenant calls. Which way to go? This is a déjà vu all over again. Budzić cesta, ale żyje Oskar.
When I got to Budweiser, we slept in her small house.
Who's that? Gdyby nasi pani powoleni dali, je tam holka hezka.
From the early morning, in the early sunrise, she locked doors and windows. Hey, there's Elder Boy. Where to, huh?
Oh, I humbly report to Budweiser to join my regiment.
Oh, well, it is an awfully nice way along that way, but it's getting awfully cold there, old young man. Why don't I bring you over to the county police chief? He'll warm you right up. Here, let me just clear this snow out of the way.
Snow is a bit faster than the last snowstorm, eh?
Oh, yes, it is. They get a little frisky. Just like me sometimes. Come along then. We're off to see the police chief, the wonderful.
To Budweiser, eh? That's something very commendable. Any reason you're walking away from Budweiser when it's actually in the opposite direction?
I humbly report, I missed my train with my lieutenant on it, and I've been marching for 2 days.
That's quite a march. Normally here at Budweiser be 12 hours at a clip, right, Sergeant?
I say so, Tim?
Yeah, if you were going the other direction.
I am heading to Budweiser.
Oh, well, the train to Budweiser is less than an hour, and you had a right to a free ticket on that train.
Well, I humbly report, all my military marching papers were on that train with my lieutenant.
Oh, haven't you ever heard of buying a ticket?
I have, but all my money was on the train.
Oh, you poor soul.
Oh, Sal.
Were you hungry?
I'm very hungry and thirsty.
And thirsty too? Oh, you could have starved.
Yeah, but kind people kept treating me to food
Nice.
and beer.
Nice.
So I had to treat them too.
Very nice. And how did you treat them if you had no money?
No money?
A nice man gave me money for the train ticket.
Aha! Now you're talking, so you had money for the train ticket.
But I had to buy at least 1 round.
Oh, well, we're getting somewhere.
Definitely somewhere, Chief.
The beers kept coming. I kept telling them I had to go, but it would have been impolite not to treat them too.
Of course.
So, the trains were leaving.
Yes, the trains were leaving.
I missed 1 train.
And the next.
And the next,
And the last train was just before midnight.
and the last.
So, in order to get to Budweiser, it made all the sense in the world to start walking away from Budweiser.
I was heading to Budweiser. I had to join my regiment real fast.
I'll be. You were walking away from Budweiser in order to get there fast. Now that is very suspicious. What's in your pocket?
Empty your pockets.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm seeing my no pockets.
Ooh, devious.
Very devious.
That shows you were ready for a search.
Oh, I'm glad to oblige. I have the report always ready.
So how do you like it here in Bohemia?
I love my country. The beer is good and plentiful and cheap, and there are kind people like you.
Ah, well, you're right about that. You know, in my 15 years here as police chief, aside from the occasional robbery, it's been very peaceful.
Ah, nice.
Yes, mostly in the pub fights, knives stay in the pockets. Only 3/4 of a murder per year.
How do you murder someone 3/4?
I mean, only 11 murders in my 15 years here as police chief.
That's very nice.
Oh,
Wow.
I tell you what, we're going to escort you down to the station under escort, and you'll be there in no time at all. In fact, you are going to be there in time for your commercial.
Oh, that's very kind of you. I wouldn't listen for the war.
Sergeant,
Yes, Chief.
take this foreign spy down to district headquarters under armed escort.
You go it, Chief.
That's very kind, but before we go, could we get something to eat?
Sergeant?
Chief, you know that we don't feed any of our prisoners detained after noon, sir.
Quite right, except this is an exceptional prisoner. So I've ordered some fine food from pub and some beer too. After all, this might be his last meal before we string him up.
Chief, if I may, he did a good job spying for his country, sir. Perhaps he's entitled to an honest bullet, sir.
Couldn't agree more. What do you say about that, young man?
Definitely a bullet. A hangman's nose could be tight and chafing.
All right.
Man, go on there. Let's get a move on then.
Yes.
Here's the food you ordered,
Ooh.
Chief. There's a pork roast, what we're calling chicken dumplings, and there's some cabbage, and oh, I see you found the beer.
Like I said, let's dig in.
Another dead soldier. Grammy, you're going to have to go back to the pub and get some more beer. Oh, and not a word about what you've seen here. It's top secret.
No, listen, the tapster's grumbling. Grumbling says no more on your account till you pays up your account.
Oh, let him grumble some more, and I might just have to investigate this moonshine he's been selling us. Oh, actually, you better get another bottle of that, please. This one's done. Oh, and not a word about that Russian spy.
Yeah, talk of the
Top
town.
secret. Top secret.
And another dead soldier.
Yes. Oh, you're a cute spy. But you're not in Mother Russia anymore. I'm going to check your pockets again.
Roll out the barrels. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel.
Now that's the story, a managetoire.
Can I see your identity crisis?
No.
Papers?
No.
Can you dance a can-can?
Can
Secret Russian spy talk, 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 secret Russian spy, secret spy talk, secret Russian spy talk, secret Russian spy talk, secret Russian spy, secret spy.
Sergeant, what are you doing with my control?
Sorry about that, boss. I got strung out.
I'm sorry, Chief. I really didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
Sergeant!
I'm sorry.
Check out my handle.
It's
Oh,
Sit down here.
you're a cute spy. to Mother Russia, to my true heroes. I'd trade places with you anytime.
Oh, you would, eh? You take your hands off me, you drunken official, you.
Granny, you okay? Go and get us some more beer. You're like a blubber to me. Secret spy swap, barter brother. If you're going to Russia, I trade places with you at the drop of a hat. Secret spy swap, barter, brother, blubber, blubber. Granny, where's the beer?
Pack of drunken swine. You know, if I was a top secret Russian spy, I could run circles around them. Yeah. I could wear any of their hats and do a better job. Not that. Ooh, I like this one. Huh? Yes, nice. Let me try it on here. What do you think? Yeah. I think so too. Oh,
my head! Oh, where is he? Did he run away?
oh.
Now look at that and learn. That's a top-notch operator. You look and learn. He doesn't just get drunk like a skunk like you and gets an identity crisis.
Well, Chief, there are no skunks in Bohemia, Chief, not in the whole Hungarian Empire, Chief. You know, I was getting drunk like a polecat, Chief. I was pretending to be Polak, not a polecat. It wasn't an identity crisis anyway.
You hungover variants need to drink a bit of my home-brewed pickle brine just to clear out the cobwebs. Drink up. Oh, what a mess. I've got to clean this up myself.
Oh, there goes your desk job.
Mum's word. Top mum. If you think you heard something treacherous or hangover,
You're not hungover.
Or else, if you whisper a word, it could be 20 years to life in the big house.
That's many years.
Mum, the word top mum.
Yes, you are.
Go down the
What a beautiful day.
Oh my head.
Oh, my
Yes,
head.
what time is it?
What time is it?
Oh, officers! You could have been to County Town with our Russian top secret Russian spy and back.
Chief, it's something not officers. Are you seeing double again?
Shut up with your top secret. Put on your bayonets and off you go.
Sir, there's only me here today, tomorrow,
Halt! Are you moving off to your superior?
Stop! Just stop fighting!
Stop.
Yeah, I need to get to my regiment. I need to find my lieutenant. Just put the cuffs on and...
No cuffs. We don't want to spread panic.
No panic.
We'll just take a stroll without
Come on.
cuffs then. Come along then, my little spy friend. We'll sing a ditty on the way. If you catch the biggest
I
split,
know that one.
then you know where he will sit. And you'll take the biggest shit. Secret. That's the top secret.
Listen, you know, maybe you better put the cuffs on and cuff us together so that I don't lose you. Huh? Come on, let me help you.
Get me up. There we are. All right, listen up then. Well, there's a top secret pub up ahead. We'll get ourselves a bit of sustenance there, the dog, and be on our way. Yeah, come along then.
No, wait. Now, speaking of Hadel, you know, I could steal you away and get you a poodle.
Me a poodle?
Oh, yeah, you're a poodle.
I'm a poodle, yeah.
Yeah. Type.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's quite a nice thing.
Oh, it's all right. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing?
Come on.
All right,
That's
then. If you
Yeah,
catch
I
the biggest switch,
I gotcha.
then you know where he will sit.
Off to
Then
jail.
you'll take the
I
biggest
gotcha.
Now just so
Swish, swish,
swish. Somebody's going to stop.
swish! Ah!
Oh, goodness. Herr Hauptmann, with all due respect, when I requested a replacement for that Švejk creature, I expected a fully functioning orderly, not a bigger screw-up than that moron.
Lieutenant, it seems that you ran a hobby out of complaining about your orderlies.
Malone is malignantly voracious. He's always hungry. He always eats most of my lunch. He devoured an entire head cheese yesterday, a 15-pounder I bought from the Hungarian butcher.
Well, if you're not happy with your ballon, then perhaps you have magically evaporated more one of an orderly Švejk by miraculously reapparate.
No. I'd rather take a Russian bullet to the head. As my good friend Chaplain Katz used to say, there are no miracles.
No, I need to get in.
No, you cannot pass!
Lieutenant's in there.
Get back here! Here, ladies and
No,
gentlemen!
no, someone arrest him! Arrest him! No. Arrest him!
You are under arrest!
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, you know me, soldier?
Oh, yes, sir, Lieutenant, sir. You are Lieutenant Doob.
I assure you that if you knew me, soldier, you may know my good side, but you do not know my... You do not know my bad side.
No, sir, Lieutenant Doob.
Because I assure you, if you knew my bad side, you may be moved to tears.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant Doob, sir.
Yes, what?
Yes, sir. Move to tears, sir. Yes, sir.
You may even wish that you were never born.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant, sir. I wish as you wish, sir.
Wish what?
You were never born, sir.
What? Threatened!
Sir.
You do not pass. Go to jail!
I've been to jail. I'm
Move.
in jail. Listen, you go to jail.
Go, street urchin!
This is a little bit too funny.
Quick thing I little
You
scoundrel!
Oh, finally!
Look what you've done to my foot, you little ragamuffin! I will have your hide for this, you little... Lieutenant Holtman, I apologize. I dismiss.
someone clean up this mess. What?
Do God Well, here in the dark, all sorts of memories are coming back to me.
Is it about food, huh? Can you share it?
No, sir.
Oh, it's about some Hungarian bastards we could beat up to share.
No, sir.
Oh, is it about that dame that came to visit your lieutenant and you?
Well, now that you mention it, I've not dreamt about her yet. But that's easier done than avoided.
Oh, tell us about that one. That's even better than beating up some Hungarian or even bashing in some kraut heads.
Yes, sir. So,
Yes, I'd like to speak to Lieutenant Lukács.
Not here.
Go ahead and bring my suitcases up to the room, please.
I couldn't possibly let you in the lieutenant's absence.
I am here for a visit. Lulu be delighted to see me.
He's not here, I'm telling you. The lieutenant is at the operetta riding. And well, he won't be back till very late. Oh, and I still have to find that stable picture for him.
Are you a moron or something?
Well, that's been fairly well established by now, I think so. You might as well come in. Make yourself at home.
Well, that I will. Come on in and make myself comfortable. Yes. Go ahead and bring my suitcases up to the room. And run me a nice bath, please. I need to wipe all that train suit up from my toes. Oh, my toes, these are so gross. Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I have to break character just for a moment here to warn you about how the rest of this scene is going to go. You can expect to see more of the same cliche, adolescent, sexist, non-Bechdel passing drivel. I'm allowed to do this, but I'm under contract to this guy. However, you face no such obligations, and I encourage you, no, I implore you to express your displeasure by booing and hissing loudly. Go on, give us a boo. There you go. More boo. That's the way to go.
Oh, Švejk, make it a double bubble bath, please. Oh, you seem to be very well built, soldier. Perhaps I could get a feel of those muscles?
Yes.
Oh.
Ready?
Oh, let me. Oh, what big muscles you have. Oh, and those calves. Oh, look at those calves. Oh, Švejk, you think maybe you could get my back? Give me a little scrub on my back. Oh, yeah. Healthy lights. Healthy lights. Oh, Švejk.
I'm coming.
You all are pretty good.
Tell us about the scene and the rest of it, and what happened next.
And what happened then, Švejk?
I have to report I did everything that Kathy asked of me half a dozen times or so. She's sleeping it off now, and honestly, I could use a nap too.
And?
Kathy, your lady, she's very demanding. Oh, God, she's having a nap. Please let me have a nap too.
And?
Oh, we went multiple times. She was satiated,
Oh,
satisfied.
the details, man. I want the details.
The lady seemed to be ensconced. Oh, the Lulu, and I just couldn't get any sleep. Oh, and it was really cramping Lulu's style too. He couldn't invite around any of his whatever. Anyways, before the sausage hit the fan.
Švejk, I think it's time for us to send a telegram.
Ooh, the telegram?
The telegram to the husband. He's a very dependable businessman, a hoppin' multi-exporter. I met him personally. All you have to say is your wife is currently staying at this address. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Oh, who could it be? Lieutenant Lukács. Allow me to introduce you to my husband, Mr. Werner. I mean Georgie. Georgie, allow me to introduce you to Lieutenant Lulu.
Oh, it's such a pleasure to meet you again, Lulu. Gosh. Darling, we can't stay very long. We have a fancy dress party to get to.
Very fun.
Mr. Werner, what an unexpected surprise.
Oh, yes, sir. Quite unexpected.
Unfortunately, we can't stay long. Kathy, pack your bags, darling.
You got it, baby.
Kathy, I mean Mrs. Wendler's luggage, Švejk.
I don't care about this part. Give us more details. Tell us about her back and her front.
Oh, well, her back was very intelligent. And so was her front and both of her sides.
Could she cook? Could she make a head cheese?
Oh, she could make your head spin. And oh, don't you start me on all of those horrible, gross, risque puns of
That's the best part.
flames in the pit of perdition.
And I walk the thorny road of sin, and I walk the thorny road of darkness, and I carry with me the harbinger of light to free you from your prisons of flesh, for these prisons of flesh shall become fine mincemeat on the battlefield, etc.
Yeah, but when it came to the glory of the battlefield, my chaplain was not a patch compared to the General Field's chief chaplain, Chaplain Ibble.
Soldiers, the moment you have been eagerly awaited has arrived. In front of my eyes, and the eye of the Almighty, there are 3,000 healthy and well, 3 augmented battalions on their way to Serbia and to Russia. But in a few days, these numbers may be radically reduced by a few regiments or 2, as they join the Almighty at His side. To come in mortal heroes! You may have to die first, but first and foremost, take a few of those subhuman Soviets and Russians with you. You will be under the watchful fatherly supervision of your officers, who will be right behind you with their guns drawn. So the only way is forward. Don't hesitate. The only way. You will be admired by the local peasants, shaking in their leaky boots, hugging their despoiling wives and daughters, and their whimpering spawn. As a batch of you wretched howls will go up in flames above their heads, turning the skies into the rosy hue of early man-made suns. And this masterpiece of your own doing will be accompanied by the masterly symphony, the moaning of the wounded, the last gasps of your dying congregation, and the whimpering of the fallen horses and cows, and the pitiful lamentation of the native clodhoppers.
What have we done to you? Please stop. Pretty please.
Mommy! I want my mommy!
I humbly report, Herr Lieutenant, your mommy is not here.
Shvejk, you miserable friend. I've been hit. I'm dying.
Don't worry, Lieutenant. The kitchen took a direct hit and we all lost our dinner. The blood sausage stuffing hit the fan. Don't worry about it.
Mommy! Must I listen to this on the last day of my life, Mommy?
Aren't you glad they didn't hang me? Now every last soldier can make the war last longer.
Oh, how long will it be?
Not very long, about 15 years.
What makes you say that?
Well, there was a 100-year war, and then there was a 30-year war, and people are getting much smarter. They're inventing all kinds of smart machines, and the carnage has gotten so much more efficient. So 30 divided by 2, that's just 15 years.
Mommy!
the war's over at the Thirsty Chalice. Drinks are on me. Actually, make it 6:30, because I might be late. All right?
Not too good.